Whoa, we're live. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Lunch and Learn today. As you can see, yes, I have Wendy and Vanessa with me today. It's not just me. A new set of lips will be flapping today. Her name's Wendy. It'll be all kinds of fun. Anyway,
all kinds of fun.
We get to talk about network marketing, direct sales, and I'm really excited about that because all three of us have a pretty extensive amount of experience in that space, and I can't wait to share that with you. But let's start with this. What are we having for lunch? Did you guys have lunch yet?
Wendy? No, I did not. No,
me neither.
No.
Me either, but I'm hungry. I'd like to know what everybody else is having because I'm a foodie. I'm hoping somebody's having bread pudding or tacos or something good today.
Bread pudding. Oh my goodness. So I will tell you this. I'll share this very, very quickly while we wait for people to hop on here and give them the opportunity to comment on what they're having for lunch. One of the best lunches, if you all know, I missed last week's Lunch and Learn because I was on vacation up in Canada and Vancouver Island. And one of the best lunches I had was a British afternoon tea. It was lovely. It was lovely.
I saw pictures and it was lovely.
It was lovely. Like I could do that every day if I had somebody to come and prepare and cut the crust off my sandwiches for me.
Oh, Vanessa, I'll come cut the crust off your sandwich.
Oh, awesome.
I'm
telling you, there's nothing.
I'm here to serve you.
Nothing like a proper afternoon tea, that's for sure. Okay, we have a Facebook user. Hey, by the way, do I have a banner that tells you about that? Yes. If you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and register your name, then we can see you when you comment and we won't just call you Facebook user. But right now we have a Facebook user. We don't know your name. Sorry. That says, I'm a truck driver and I just stopped and got a turkey sandwich in Swiss at Arby's at a truck stop. Wow. Okay. And then Deb, I'm so excited, not have time for food yet today. And then Eileen Meckley says, looking forward to hearing ideas. That's awesome, guys. We're excited. We're super excited about sharing today. We've got a full agenda. So, Joe, I'm not sure we should wait too much longer before we get started.
But I got to say that Stan's here with us today, too. And Stan, I've had food conversations with Stan twice now, and it's both times it's included the word Moroccan pancakes and American turkey. I don't know what that's all about, Stan, but I'm coming to eat with you, my friend.
Stan knows how to eat. So let me just say, if he's having that kind of thing, I'm all about that. All right, here we go.
All right,
let's get going.
All right.
We've got a lot going on today, and we've got so much to cover. But we wanted to take a look at Mailbox Power for direct sales and network marketing professionals. Now, this happens to be my passion. Like it might come shining through today. I'm not going to make any promises that I'm going to be able to hold it all in because I am pretty darn excited about what Mailbox Power can do for the direct sales and network marketing professions. But equally excited on this journey with me is Wendy McGee, who is our brand ambassador. And Wendy's going to be joining us today because this has been her passion for about as long as it's been mine. We're both sitting there around the 20-year mark, and we're both equally excited about this and excited about as we talk. And I wish we could kind of bottle up those conversations, Wendy, but as you and I talk about what Mailbox Power, like if we had Mailbox Power back when we were building businesses in the direct sales or a network marketing industry, what a difference that would have made to the time that we spent, on the phone with people, to the time that we spent training people, to the time that we spent propping people up and keeping them motivated. I mean, it really is going to make a huge difference for the people playing in that space right now.
It really is. And I too wish that we could have bottled up some of our conversations, because for anyone who is in this space and who is a leader or has even a small team trying to grow, oh my gosh, literally just flows out of you, the challenges that you're having and also the things that you want to accomplish. And that's why I'm so excited about this. It's been so fun to work on this project and to know that it's really going to hit those pain points in your business that you need help with and give you some amazing systems to just really enjoy what you're doing and enjoy it all the time as you're building towards that freedom in this awesome journey. So yes, I'm so psyched. And I know that what I say spills over a lot too, Vanessa. I'm like, sorry for this is direct salesperson, but today we don't have to apologize for that, right?
No, we don't. We can go for it today. So let's start with prospecting, because I think this is a pain point for a lot of people in direct sales is prospecting, finding new customers and business builders. And the reason it's a pain point, and Joe hits on this all the time, Joe, please talk about call reluctance.
It's one of my favorite 2 words I put together, call reluctance. And all of you in the direct sales space know this, that somebody new signs up. And unfortunately, most of them, they end up with what I call reluctance. This phone all of a sudden weighs 5,000 pounds and it sits on their desk and they literally can't get it off and pick it up and call people and tell them what they're doing or even text them. And that's one of those places that we really shine. And not only that, when we talk about prospecting, everybody runs out of their warm market, right?
Yeah.
And only the good ones, only the ones that figure out how to, right, go beyond their warm market are the ones that really, really win in this space of direct sales. So I'm excited about the tool we have, how easy it is to use. And, we built it for leaders and anybody who's brand new in the space and everybody in between. So if you're a leader and you're out there and you've got a cord attached to your phone because you've got to keep it charged all day and you got all those little red numbers all over the place, I want to talk to you today. And if you're brand new and you can't get the phone off your desk, I want to talk to you as well. And anybody in between. I mean, that's just who we're after. But anyway, let's move on. I could go on for hours.
So we really could. I do want to say that we're going to start off by talking about some cold market prospecting. And when I say cold market prospecting, it doesn't have to be freezing cold. Meaning you can find out a thing or two about your prospect by using our list builder. We've got a really, really valuable tool called a list builder. And I know that there are many, many companies out there teaching many, many different ways of prospecting. This is just one. If your company has something that's working for you, use it. Don't deviate from something that's already working for you. But if you're kind of feeling like, okay, I'm out there on social media and nothing's hitting, it seems like nobody's hearing my message, it seems like there's too much noise out there, or the algorithm has changed and nobody's seeing the stuff that I put out there, then consider this. Consider our direct mail list builder. And as you can see on the screen right now, this is a list builder for somebody who's interested in health and wellness. So your current marketing strategy, when we talk about cold market prospecting, it's usually like buy a list, send out a mailer, and let the chips fall where they may. And you may or may not even hit the people that you're looking for. But with our list builder, you can confirm whether you're looking for men or women. You can do a radius around your house or around a certain zip code or area. You can target the exact demographic you're looking, the exact age range you're looking for, the profession that you're looking for, and whether or not they've already expressed an interest in health and wellness. So if you're in a health and wellness company, you want to know that, right? If they've already expressed an interest in health and wellness, then they are exactly who you're looking for. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking this is going to cost a lot of money to get a list that is that dialed in and that specific. Joe, are they going to spend a ton of money on this?
I present this almost every single day, and I've literally had people's jaws like, that's it? That's it? That's all? Like insurance agents paying $50 per lead. Ours, less than 10 cents. Less than 10 cents a lead. And guaranteed 95% accuracy if used within 30 days. 95% accuracy. And I look at this list and go, okay, confirmed woman, lives within 10 miles of me, age 35 to 45, profession homemaker, and she's interested in health and wellness. Who's listening right now that would love to have this list within 5 miles of their home, 10 miles of their home? This is it. This is how it works. It's simple.
Yeah. Bazinga, right?
Yeah, bazinga. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. Bazinga. Yeah.
This is it. This is one way if you're looking for somebody that's interested in the product that you're offering. And in this case, there you go, Tiffany Sosa. Shout out to Tiffany. You're going to see your stuff all over here today, Tiffany, because you are walking the talk for sure, my friend. Yes, we can see your name for sure. She said she's used the list builder for her direct sales business and she's been so happy with the results. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I'm going to be sharing a couple of those things a little bit later, but here we go. This particular list builder that's on the screen right now is somebody interested in health and wellness, but let's say you're looking for a business builder. Let's say you're looking for an entrepreneur. Let's say you're looking for somebody who's interested in earning money outside their regular 9-to-5 job. Well, what about these demographics?
Oh boy. Yes.
Yeah.
So Vanessa, what you're telling everybody is they can actually seek for opportunity seekers?
Exactly.
Like that's for real?
It's like huge. It's like, oh my gosh, like literally all of us that have been, you work your warm market and then you think everyone in your warm market should be so interested in what you have to offer when really, if they were in the list builder, it might not, none of their names might even come up, right? Not a single person who's an opportunity seeker and you're like, I'm a failure in direct sales. What can I do? Right? But this way you're actually, when I saw that, just those two words, I was like, oh, yeah. Bless.
Yes. Super exciting. So that's something that we offer. Now, here's what it looks like in the back. When you go and build a mailing list, you can dial down whatever you're looking for. And you can see on the screen right now that this list, the records for their income level, you can do their interests and hobbies, whether or not they're opportunity seekers. This is great. And listen, this particular record came up with 21,000 names. You don't have to purchase 21,000 names. You can purchase as few as 100. And I would encourage you to work with smaller lists so that they're manageable. And you start with 100. And I personally would rather send 3 or 4 cards to the same 100 people than try to send something to 400 people. I think that hitting people repeatedly with something that looks similar but not exactly the same is going to get you a better result than if you just pepper this all over the place. So think about that and consider that when you're purchasing a mailing list. If you decide to go down this path for cold market prospecting, consider the fact that you want to send multiple shipments or multiple mailings, whether it's postcards or whatever that may be, to the same addresses over a period of time will get you better results. And why is that? Guys, that's marketing 101. That's sales and marketing 101. It takes people multiple times to see something before they can make a decision. And so lots of times people go, oh, well, I bought a list and I sent 1 postcard. Okay. You hit them once. Think about the amount of times, just think about yourself and the number of times you need to see an advertisement or a piece of mail before you take action. Think about yourself. Now, with these custom mailing lists, yes, we can also personalize them. So it doesn't say to the current resident of 12345 Main Street. It has the person's name on there, which is going to increase their response rate right out of the bat because they're going to look at that and think, how'd they get my name? What is this all about? And especially if you use some of our design tips that we have for you in putting their first name either on the envelope or very boldly on the front of a postcard, you will get someone's attention with that.
Absolutely.
I love it. One of our Facebook user commented and said, that's like going to a small business show, which I love that because we're not doing as many of those, right? Since COVID and that direct sellers, network marketers, trade shows are like kind of a lifeblood of your business. And so this is awesome. Take that spend that you would have invested in your business, put it into the list builder in Mailbox Power in a campaign or an automation and see what happens. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes. So cool. So here's an example of a series of 3 postcards. And notice they're not exactly the same. They don't say exactly the same thing, but they definitely, when that second one comes in, somebody's going to say, hey, I saw something similar to this a week ago or something like that. If you send a series of these three, and this again is an opportunity, cold market opportunity. What if you could build generational wealth? What if plan B became plan A?
Love.
What if health and wealth were on the same path? So, just a couple of like asking a question is a great way to get people to start thinking about something rather than making a statement. Ask a question, and it's a great way to stimulate their thought process.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
love those because they're pre-done. You don't
Yeah,
have
they're
to do
pre-done.
anything.
Those are
Yeah,
ready. Those are already in our
yeah,
design catalog.
yeah.
And here's
Buy
another
your
one.
list and go, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Now let's say you have someone more specific you'd like to send something to. And this is again, this is a greeting card. Are you living to work or are you working to live? This could be cold or warm market. But this is a card that you would send out, a greeting card that you would send out. Now, obviously, you could replace the pictures, you could put your own pictures in there, you could do whatever you want with this. But and obviously you would change the text that's on here. This is just sample text. But this is really a way to reach out to people, and a greeting card is going to get even more attention than a postcard. Now you've got to temper what's your budget, and if your budget is sending out postcards, that's fine. But if you have maybe warm market or not so cold market people, or people that you have that have responded to you, maybe this is the next step for them.
Yes.
All right. You can also use Mailbox Power for onboarding. So let's say your prospecting efforts actually were fruitful and you signed people up into your direct sales or network marketing business. How are you going to get them all the information they need in order to get started successfully right out of the chute? Here we go. What about sending them a welcome card with information that is important to them? Wouldn't
Love
that
it.
be valuable?
Love it. Love it. It's a must.
This is a huge, like, this is when I started just, I mean, of course, I'm so excited because you have to have people on your team. But then when we started talking about all of the touches that can be coming out to your team, I mean, Tiffany's on here. You know, you want every single person in your organization to know that Tiffany is there, that she is welcoming you. Here is our team Facebook group. Here's when we hold our team call. Here's all of your resources. Like,
Yes.
Just connecting and letting that person know that you're there and ready to help them have just as much success no matter where they are in your organization. So I love this. Love.
So this is a very simple start for welcoming people to the team. This is a very simple welcome card, just letting them get plugged in. Here's where you start. Here's my story. You know, here's what this is all about. But take this to the next level, like Tiffany Sosa did with her doTERRA business. She's got QR codes in here to get people additional product information. She's telling people how to use the product. She's got safety tips. She's got people's passwords and how to connect. I mean, this is really, really a valuable piece of information that she is sending out to her teammates in order to welcome them to the team and get them fully plugged in to what she's doing. And this happens to be a gigagram. This one's our big card. It's this big, this big. And this is what she sends out to people. So what a great way to get people all the information they need and not let anything slip through the cracks.
The biggest thing with that, Vanessa, is, you know, a lot of people don't read their emails, and a lot of companies
Yes.
are counting on the fact that they're going to open an email and they don't open it. And then what do they do? Remember when I was talking about those leaders and those red numbers all over the place? Yeah, they pick up the phone and call the leader, and they want the leader to answer all their questions when it could have been taken care of in another way. And that's why it's a huge
a pain
benefit.
point. There's a pain point.
Yeah,
There's a pain point.
I'm just saying, you know, the phone rings and here we go.
Oh no, did you get? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now imagine this. Now imagine you have a new customer that joined your team. They get the welcome card, but that's not where it stops. There is a series of cards that continue to go out to help them onboard, to help them learn about the products. So all of this is set up to drop a card, I believe, every 30 days for 12 touches for this customer onboarding. But this is really to get a customer some information. The next one is a business builder onboarding, shorter because it's 6 shipments. And by the end of this, they should have sorted themselves out. Are they really a business builder, or are they kind of a glorified customer? And you can put them into another automation based on that result But this is a way to onboard them and get them information they need, such as how to connect with the team after the welcome card, obviously, but also how to reach that first rank, how to talk to people. What do they need to do to be able to start their business and be successful in whatever company you're in?
I love that. I love that. Well, and just literally like create it once and it's done. Plug it in and it's a system in place in your business. So many times I think that I know that in my experience, I would have people sign up with my team and maybe they hadn't ever done a business before. They hadn't ever, kind of had systems in place. They didn't know. And a lot of times your company doesn't have that in place. And so then you find yourself creating those because you want everyone to have that level playing field, the best opportunity for success. And so awesome to create this, have it running, and then you're just plugging people into it, knowing that they're getting the information, makes your business easier and smarter and just awesome. So
automated. This is going to save you guys so much time. That's the thing. You can also use Mailbox Power for team building. And let us not forget that for some people, the sense of community is the most important aspect of their business. That's why they joined. People join for different reasons. Some join for the money, some join for the product. Some just join so they can belong to something bigger than themselves. So never underestimate that, and use Mailbox Power to connect with your team. Meaningful connections such as their business anniversary, their birthday. Can you imagine somebody in business recognizing your birthday and being able to send out a birthday card? And that is as easy as asking them for their information using your I need your mailbox link, which we'll show you in a minute. The other thing, and Tiffany Sosa, thanks so much for being on this call. This is an automation that Tiffany sends out to encourage people to sample live, right? So Tiffany has an executive membership. That means she has private inventory that we warehouse for her at Mailbox Power. She's got their Deep Blue, doTERRA's Deep Blue samples. Deep Blue is a product that they have, and she has their samples. And with that, she sends this out to people with greeting cards and samples, all go in a package together. She sends that to people so that they can sample people live, whether it's warm or cold market people. Tiffany, this is brilliant. I love your use of this. I love that you've taken it to the next level and said, hey, we're not just going to sample through the mail. I'm going to send you some samples so you can physically hand them to people. And I love that you've taken it to this level. Congratulations. And I know it's working.
Such a great example too of leadership in her team for what she is modeling for her leaders to do, and for even just like Joe said, brand new people that come in. So I second that. Brilliant. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. So you can also use Mailbox Power for training and recognition. And this is where we just go to the next level, because there are so many things that you can do that recognize people. So you may or may not be in a company that does a good job of recognition. There are a lot of companies out there that do a great job, and there are some that fall flat. But here are the things that a lot of companies will not recognize that only you will know. Like recognizing somebody for hosting their first meeting or making their first connection or signing up their first customer. The company doesn't recognize those kind of things. But if you do, that makes a huge impact. Again, when we're talking about recognition, we're talking about rewarding behavior that we want to see repeat, right? Rewarding behavior that we want to see get repeated. So with that, every little thing that you can do that rewards someone for doing the right things or creating the right habits is something that is worth recognizing. On this screen right now, you'll see all kinds of certificates. You'll see our laser engraved certificate holder. You can see a journal with laser engraved pen. The journal's laser engraved as well. Red jacket, that red jacket envelope, that is a Mary Kay rank, if you will. And that is something that a group of women that is using this Mary Kay for their Mary Kay business is sending out that red jacket recognition. By the way, that's the tip of the iceberg. These ladies have put together this massive package of things that includes a mug and a certificate and that envelope that is fully customizable, and it's got the person's first name on it. All kinds of things to recognize that behavior. So whether it's a rank or just something simple like signing up a customer, those things can all be recognized through Mailbox Power.
I love this. Behaviors that are recognized will be repeated, folks. And I got to tell you, if you're a leader, you get this. You know what we're talking about. Somebody shows up to a meeting with their first customer. You recognize that, they do it again, right?
Yes.
They reach their first rank. You recognize that, they want to go to the next rank. It's really simple, folks. And like Vanessa was saying, some companies do it really well, and some companies don't do it at all. And we understand how important recognition is and why you should participate in recognition. This is a business decision. You want to grow your business? Recognize folks that are doing something, and you will win.
Absolutely.
Can I add really fast, Vanessa, before you go off of recognition, because I think it's so important too. You also are creating a team that is following you. Yes. Companies sometimes don't stick around. I've been through that, and you want to have this connection with the people in your team. You want them to feel like recognize you, and you're so excited for them, and they might be, halfway across the country, and you can't walk up and give them a hug and present something to them in person, but you can do this through Mailbox Power and have them feel like, wow, you know what? Tiffany really cares about me and my business, and she's actually paying attention. Like, nobody else paid attention that I signed up 10 customers last month, and I worked my hiney off to do that, right? Like, that is one of the reasons that you join a direct sales and network marketing company too, is you often are not finding any type of recognition in other parts of your life. But in your company and in your team, you are excelling, and having that noticed is just so, so important. So this is a huge part for me too. I love what we're doing here to make that.
It really is cool. And not just, you don't have to send just one thing. We don't obviously have the space to show you everything, but we have beautiful, beautiful packaging, black shiny boxes with beautiful satin ribbons. And you could can you imagine receiving something in the mail that has a water bottle and a certificate, or a mug and a certificate, or the journal and a laser engraved pen, and a whole package full of things. We also have gourmet treats that could have labels on them. You could put the person's picture on the label. You can do anything. The sky's the limit in terms of the creativity that you have with this. And to Wendy's point, branding yourself, making sure that people are aligned with you and loyal to you is the most important thing. Companies do come and go. Relationships don't.
That's right.
If you build the relationships properly, they follow you for years, if not decades, right, Wendy?
If not decades. One of the reasons I'm at Mailbox Power. So yes, for decades.
Decades.
Except that we're not old enough for it to be decades, but
okay, we'll pretend. Okay, here we go. You can also use Mailbox Power for communication and developing those stronger relationships that we're just referring to a second ago. We have all kinds of pre-built automations, pre-built cards. I love this one, Wendy, and this was really your idea. The what is your why card?
Well, I just think, and we're going to continue to add to these and develop even more of them, but I feel like, as you're coming into direct sales and network marketing, Tiffany will know this, Vanessa knows this, Joe knows this. Like, if you have a strong why, you are going to just crush it. Like, why you're doing the business, you're growing because of this. It's something that's really important to you. And I think asking those kinds of questions in some of the things that you send out in your cards and things, this is a really fun card. It shares the why of the person who sent it. Your upline leader. And then it also asks you some questions that a lot of people haven't thought about their dreams in a long time. They haven't thought about what this potential is. They join thinking, gosh, I'd just like to pay, for dance lessons or my car payment. But wow, what if I could travel and buy a new house? And what if I could retire early? And just opening up that hope and inspiration, which is what I feel like this industry is so amazing at. And so sending those little touch points that get someone going, okay, I'm going to be dreaming big with Tiffany's team. I'm really excited. So, and then Tiffany said, and then call them to find out their answer, which I love that. That's a great follow-up to this card. That's fantastic.
It really is. Really is.
Love that.
I love that too. And then retention. So in talking to people, one of the biggest, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, Joe, is one of the reasons that people leave a business or a company is because of perceived apathy. They don't think that their presence as a customer or as a business builder matters. So perceived apathy is one of the drivers for people leaving and jumping ship and going elsewhere when they don't feel valued. So one of the things that you can do to make sure that people feel valued is to continue to tell them that they're valued. And you can do that by sending automations. These are things that you just set it up once, you forget it, but they'll never forget it. So you set it up. This is an example, the Glam Squad. This is for a beauty, a makeup company or anybody in the beauty field, for example. And this is a series of 10 postcards that goes out over a period of time. The other one you see on the screen is the Mary Kay. Eek! 1 month left. This person's annual renewal is due and they don't want to miss out on that. So they send this card that says, we don't want to lose you. And can you imagine getting that? First of all, it's a reminder that you need to renew. But second of all, it's a reminder that you're valued and that somebody's paying attention as to whether you're there or not. And that is worth gold in this business. That's for sure.
That is a huge one too in direct sales and network marketing. I feel like, because I think sometimes you can have, a team member that's like, well, I'm, several levels down in your downline and you don't even care, but I'm working every month and I do my auto ship every month. And, and sometimes they can feel like they're not seen, like Tiffany said. And so this is a great, great way to be like, hey, Vanessa, I see you. I know you're there. Hey, did you know? And inclusive in, like you said before, people join direct sales because they want to be a part of something. So make sure they are feeling a part of that. So I love this.
Yeah. And Joe, you and I have talked about staying top of mind so many times.
Ad nauseum almost, but I'm still not tired of talking about it. So I'll just say this. Thank your customers when they sign up and buy your product. Send them something and thank them. Number one. Number two, get them on a birthday automation. And number three, this stuff you're looking at right here, which is very specific to your business model, and just run with it. I got to tell you, there's law of reciprocity comes into play, and people can't help it. It's innate in us. If somebody gives me something, I want to give them something back. I want to do something nice for them. And the proof is in the pudding. Retention rates are higher for people who communicate and thank their customers consistently. It's just, it's a fact, business fact. Sorry, deal with it or don't, but here it is in front of you right now. Yeah, it's true.
It's a fact. And here are some other retention postcards for wellness, just in general. And this is an automation. We're still building this one out. As a matter of fact, this will end up with 12 postcards in this series of wellness, just wellness things like teaching people to go take a walk or take a deep breath or whatever. But anybody who's in the wellness business can use these for their business. All right. Motivation and leadership development. All right. Anybody who's been in this industry knows that sometimes as a leader, it's exhausting to keep people motivated, right? You can be like spinning plates.
Come on, everybody. Come on. No, and I think too, even this morning, Vanessa, you posted a fantastic story about the little ducklings in the post, and you shared that with all of us. And, that was great for me to read. I feel like I'm pretty motivated most of the time, but I read that and I was like, that really hits home to me. And I also feel like that this is a personal development industry.
Yes.
We had a book of the month club every month, and we were reading all the time, and we were pulling quotes and inspiration. And I would see something and I'd post it in the group because I wanted everybody to feel that way. And so, keeping people motivated, focused on their goals, and keeping them feeling like they're also getting a lot back out of this group, and I'm personally developing as I'm ranking up. How awesome to have that in an automation or in a, this is going out all the time and my new people are getting this. And I love this. I love this.
Yes. And here's the thing, and this is a great point, and I see what you just said, Tiffany, that about your customer who has the automations and a stack of cards and she keeps them on the kitchen counter so she sees them regularly. Now, let me tell you something. Tiffany sent me this quick reference guide to the top essential oils. Now, let me ask you that. Could she have sent that to me in an email? Yes, she could have. And how many times would I have looked at it on a daily basis? Probably once when she sent it to me. Even if it was information I needed, I'd have to dig back through my emails to get that. But this is on my desk. I use it on a daily basis to take a look and see, oh my gosh, what should I be using? What can I use for stress? What can I use to help me sleep? What can I use for this or that? Whether, and this just happens to be for essential oils, you can do it for your company with your products. You can have a reference guide. But my point being, the things that people receive in print stick around. This has been on my desk for months. They stick around. Emails get lost. Emails and all the information you send out. And I'm not saying don't send emails because they're very important. Emails, text messages, and all the other ways you're communicating. Very, very important. But please don't underestimate the value of something printed and tangible that people can hang on to and post around their computer, on their wall, sit on their desk, have on their kitchen counter. It is incredibly valuable for staying top of mind.
You show us the rest of the card. We only saw the one side. It looked beautiful. What?
This is the top oils, and then she's got the inside, which is all the different
yeah.
links,
Okay.
all
Got
of the
it.
information.
Okay.
And then on the back, it was friend me on Facebook with these special tips. And yeah, it's fantastic. And again, a gigagram, a nice big card. So I'm not going to lose it.
And it's an honor. It's an honor that it came from Tiffany, because I am sorry, but at the convention, when someone in your team hasn't met you before and they want to meet you and they have gotten a card from you or something personal, a gift, you've recognized them, you literally are going to get the biggest hug in the world. And oh my gosh, Tiffany, thank you. I got your card. I'm so happy to meet you. I'm so glad to be in your team. Like, you're creating this culture of connection that's just like really powerful, and will keep people in your team and with you through the journey of the decades.
Yes.
In this industry, right?
It's so true. And here's the message. I love her message on the back of this. Please reach out to me anytime. You're never bothering me. This is what I love to do. Your wellness advocate and friend, Tiffany. So, and she's got her phone number on there. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a really great way. Here's another way to stay top of mind. This is an example. Revital You is a company, maybe some of you are familiar with. They have some coffee and some other active nutritional supplements. But anyway, this is something that they send out. It's stick ups. Have you all seen our stick ups? They're removable stickers. I don't know if you have one handy, Joe. Actually, I see two on your
They're on the wall behind me. They're everywhere.
On your wall behind you. But these stick ups, guys, don't be afraid to stick them to something, because they come straight off without like tearing down the wallpaper or the paint or anything like that. Stick ups are removable. And I love that they've got different recipes on this particular automation. There's Joe with his stick up.
Yeah, they peel off and I can just re-stick it wherever I want.
Show them you can stick it. You can actually stick it to your clothing.
I thought I was pretty well branded. What happened?
You're very well branded.
Honestly, those stick-ups are fabulous. And
by the way, I have a word of advice. Do not stick these to your dog, okay? Because the hair sticks all over the back of it. They don't re-stick. I'm not saying I tried it, but anyway, just don't do that.
Somebody might have tried that.
At all, right? Not from experience.
But listen, guys, imagine sending like the wellness routine or a special recipe like this. Revital You has sent all these recipes on stick-ups so that people can use those and put them in their recipe binder or whatever. Here's another one, a generic 12-month follow-up automation there for just generic motivation. And I love the card on the left there, never be afraid to fly. That kind of card, those kind of inspirational messages mean so much to people.
Yes.
Please don't ever underestimate the value of validating people for who they are and where they are on their journey. It really makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference to them. It makes a huge difference to the strength of your team.
Well, and we just created a really fun one, didn't we, Vanessa, for social media tips for your team? That is going to be really fun. So just a way for them to do business building activities that they might not think about and they might be a little scared to do, but will help them grow on social media. So.
And that'll be available soon. That's a 12 touch as well.
That's coming soon. Yes, right.
Coming soon. So here's a direct sales success story, Tiffany Sosa. You're going to recognize this. Tiffany sent out 2,000 cards, total investment $800. It resulted in $36,000 in sales. She was announcing new products. She just sent cards to people on her team saying, "Hey, did you know that this is available now?" And then her welcome card that you guys have heard about earlier here, her total investment is $2.99. She's got the executive membership plus postage, and she has increased her reorder rate to over 90%.
Woohoo!
Equally impressive is her loyalty rewards enrollment. That is doTERRA's auto ship program. Her loyalty rewards enrollment has increased from 20% to 72%.
Hey, any direct seller on this call, listening to this call, who doesn't jump in and do this right this very second and just do this one automation is insane. Like
just the welcome card. Now, what she did was tell people how to enroll on that loyalty rewards enrollment. Prior to that, they didn't have, she'd tell them about it, but they weren't actually acting on it. Now that it's in her welcome card, they're taking action. They're getting enrolled. She's listed the perks of the program on there for them. And that has increased her enrollment to 72%. Imagine what that does for Tiffany's residual check month after month when these people are on auto ship. They're on a program where they get product on a regular basis. This is gold right here,
leaders
guys.
on here don't have to imagine it because they're doing the math in their head.
Yes, exactly. So I guess what I want to leave you with, we've shared so much information with you here today, and we've of course run out of time, but listen, what I want to leave you with is, if you do nothing else, get a welcome card out to the people that join your team. If you're in direct sales, if you're in network marketing, this is incredibly valuable information. Make sure you get a welcome card out to them. Welcome them with a personal message. Tell them how to connect with you. Tell them how to get connected on social media with your team or your company or whoever they need to connect with on social media. Maybe introduce them to their upline. Tell them how to connect with other product information or service information if you're a service-based business. Tell them about calls and webinars and videos and web pages and things. It doesn't have to take a lot, guys. You can do this all with QR codes like Tiffany did in her card. You can even do your own welcome message with a QR code where they just scan it and you say, "Hi, thanks for joining my team. I'm so excited to have you here. Let me tell you about this. And you can update that whenever you want to. Make sure they know how to reorder or set up their auto ship or whatever the program is called in your company. Make sure they know how to do that. If you don't ask, if you don't tell them how to do it, they're not going to do it. So make sure you ask for that, and then ask for their birthday and note their anniversary of joining you and your team so that you can recognize them on their special days, on days that mean a lot to them, because that is where the real bonds are created, is when you recognize and see people for who they are and what matters to them. All right, guys.
I love it all. All of it. It's amazing.
All.
And I hope a lot of direct sellers have been able to see this today. A lot of people in the network marketing space have been able to see this today because it's important. It's a business decision. You're looking at a tool that we're putting before you that has proof and efficacy. And the mailbox is a channel that a lot of you have not thought about. Yeah, you think about social media and you think about text and you think about email. That's great. But this, and what Vanessa was saying, this tangible piece, this thing you hold in your hands, it's a brand impression that lasts a lot longer than an email or a digital touch, and that's been proven as well. We're not just talking hyperbole here. So anyway, it is a great system, and it does work. And I know a lot of people have had some great results from it, and I hope all of you do too. So anyway, there you go. Wendy, what do you think?
I love it. Like, I am just mad that it wasn't around 10, 12 years ago when I was starting. Like, I was handwriting cards and I was like trying so hard to bring my team together. So I'm just angry, but it's fine. No.
Okay.
I'm just angry, but it's fine.
It's fine. But I'm just really, really excited too that it can help every single direct seller, every single network marketer, from your brand new person who's just trying to prospect and find out a way to get out of their, warm market people, all the way up to growing a team, building a big team, and then keeping them all connected and together. So I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it really, really is. And when you think about how much time, I know that it's going to take you a minute to set up some of these automations. I understand that. And we have a lot of things that are pre-done, and all you have to do is personalize it a little bit with your information or your team information. I know that's going to take you a bit of time, but the time that it's going to save you in the long run, and the consistency and the ability to create duplication on your team, because it's a monkey see, monkey do business, right?
Yeah.
So if you send out welcome cards to your people and you share that file with them as you can at Mailbox Power, and they create welcome cards and or they adjust it with their information and start sending it to their team, all of a sudden you've got solid information. We're not playing the telephone game where things get mistranslated and lost in translation. We're not playing that game. We're playing the game where you actually tell people things and then they can turn around and do the exact same thing and have perfect duplication with very little effort.
Duplication. I love that word. Love it.
Perfect duplication.
It's the holy grail of direct sales, right?
Duplication and systems create speed. That's probably the last thing I would like.
Ooh, this is gold. This is gold.
Speed. And if you can create those systems in your business,
yeah,
it'll go
now,
fast.
Tiffany, and we shared a lot of what Tiffany's done, but look what she said. She has created a lot of these things. She's had to go in there and dig through it and do it herself. Yes, automations are freedom. They absolutely are. One of the reasons that you got involved in direct sales or network marketing is because you wanted time freedom and financial freedom. This is a way to get more time freedom.
Oh, love that. Automations are freedom.
Okay. The direct sales talk is over. It's done. I know you two. Only for moments, though. Just for moments. We actually have to end this, and I want to share with everybody next week's topic. Yeah, leveraging lumpy mail. And if you don't know what lumpy mail is, I guess we'll see you next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I hope to see you next Wednesday at 11 o'clock, because lumpy mail is probably one of the most important things you can do with this platform. We're going to talk about that a lot. And you can find us. You know what, Vanessa, I'm going to let you do this. Go ahead. You do it so much better than I do.
If you missed any of this Lunch and Learn, or you'd like to see this or any other Lunch and Learn that we've done, go over to youtube.com/mailbox power. Click on the Lunch and Learn channel, and you'll see all of the Lunch and Learns that we've done. Again, youtube.com/mailbox power.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, Vanessa and Wendy, for joining me today. This has been amazing. I absolutely love it. Lunch and Learn next Wednesday. We'll see you there. And I hope you got value from this. Love you all. See you later.
All right. Take care, everyone.
You guys.